Springtime and the housing market is sure to heat up along with everything else. So how do you make your offer stand out when you're trying to get out there and buy a home? Well, you get yourself a good agent, Bryan Garrity, and you get busy and go about it very methodically. It's great to see you again.
I know. Happy spring.
Same to you. You like the flowers like this? Yeah.
They're redonkulous.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
And they match the outfit. Look at you all dressed up for springtime.
I didn't know.
Okay, the housing market just keeps getting, I don't want to say hot, it just keeps getting warmer.
Robust.
And warmer and robust now.
It's robust, like I used to be robust.
Yeah.
But it is. And the market itself right now for buyers, which we want to focus on. I mean, I work with a lot of sellers, which gives me a strong advantage point in really being able to help buyers.
Right.
Because I understand on the other side of the listing, when you have that, the things you're looking for. And right now, I can pretty much assure you that if the property is properly priced, you're going to have multiple offers. So as a buyer coming in with multiple offers, what are you going to do to make it stand out?
Now, it's not just a case necessarily of just increasing your offer, is it?
No. But that's a good point. You want to work with an agent that has experience, that understands what they're doing, that will give you a comparative market analysis of the property. If it's priced right or below, you need to go in with a strong offer. You need to go in at least at list, probably above, as long as you know it's going to appraise. Every contract that you submit has a contingency period.
Right.
So, number one, to make your offer strong, you need to make a strong deposit. People on a $700,000 property, the agent puts down a $2,000 deposit. What is that going to say to the seller?
Sure.
It's not going to show that you're serious. So I always tell the people, unless you can put 3% down as a deposit, don't write an offer on the house, because you want to show that you're serious. So you're going to make a big deposit. Once that big deposit's in escrow, you've got 17 days generally to get your appraisal done, your loan done, your physical inspection done. However, to make your offer stronger, cut those days back. But if you cut those days back, you better be Johnny on the spot.
You got to get busy. Yeah, you really have to.
Because what happens is after that 17-day period, and I recommend shortening it to 10 or less, your deposit becomes exposed. So if your loan falls through, if it doesn't appraise, and you've removed that contractual contingency, the seller technically can keep your deposit.
Well, it sounds to me then, like what we've talked about many, many times before, whether you're a buyer or a seller, being prepared is
totally
really what it's all about here. So you, in the case of a buyer, get pre-approved.
Oh, you should not ever be looking at properties without being pre-approved. And I mean, it doesn't make sense, but there's agents that will take people out on a home tour, and it's like, why would you waste your time? I don't understand that, but as a buyer, you need to know what you can afford, and you need to be pre-approved, and you need to make sure that you can afford that property outside of just what the bank says you're approved for. Don't max yourself out just because you want the house and you think you can swing it. We'll go up another couple hundred. We already came out of one big mess. Let's not get people back in another.
And you know, I really want to talk about that for just briefly for just a moment or two, because you took people, buyers and sellers, all the way through that very, very tough period.
Oh my goodness.
You know, a lot of people dropped out of the real estate business during that time. A few unscrupulous people got in during that time, but you were rock steady through the whole period. So you're able to advise folks based on a real solid foundation of history here in San Diego, along with your legal background, your financial background, and so forth.
Comes in handy. It really does.
You don't give them financial advice, you don't give them legal advice,
no.
But you're aware and you know the right questions to ask and the experts to send them to.
And I know when they really need to make sure they follow up with those experts. Like people will say, oh yeah, I made the call. It's like, no. Make the call and let me know, and then let me call and double check.
Okay.
Because I don't want anyone getting into an issue.
And this is who you want on your side, folks, is Bryan Garrity. And I know you're very busy, things have picked up, but if folks want to list a property with you, I know you give it your full attention as if it's the only one that you're listing.
I love my listings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, everybody does, but the inventory is tight right now for all agents, regardless of experience or how wonderful you are. It's a tight market.
Okay, let me talk to you just briefly about the radio show.
Radio show is going very well.
You still have time for that?
Yeah, well, I know. It's you know, hey, it's its own animal, but it's Wednesdays at 1 o'clock on ESPN.
And what are you talking about here coming up?
We have one of the housewives from Orange County coming on.
So it's not just about real estate,
I tell you, no, we like all that fun stuff. But we also have real estate tips, and then we have Covered California, the insurance debacle. see, just call into the show and listen.
Why don't you write a book too? It's like you have.
Hey, I'm going to add that on my things to do, my friend.
Okay.
Happy spring.
But in the meantime, Bryan Garrity and the entire Garrity group, and it's a great group of people. You'll make some really good friends, but on top of that, you'll have some people in your corner, whether you're buying or selling out there right now. So I appreciate you very much. You know that.
You know I do too.
Always good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, check the radio show out.
Please.
Okay, and